Malcolm showed some courage today and was not, quite totally 100%, but came out and, finished with a double-double. And then I thought Mav was really good defensively and offensively. Had some good passes inside out, finished efficiently, rebounded well, blocked 4 balls. I thought he was really, really active. Thought DJ Williams is providing us great energy right now. I'm really happy for him because he's earned it. And that part was good. J. Cole's getting better defensively, great in the gap, blocking out. I thought he did some good things tonight and really got off to a hot shooting start there, which helped us get a little bit of a lead. Missed a couple late he normally makes, but we'll live with those. Every time he shoots it, I feel like it's going in. I thought Lewis was good with 8 assists, 2 turns. And I thought he and Malcolm had great command of the game at the point. Kendrick had great energy. We just got Finke was good on the glass and so good going after it. He got a couple fouls there going for offensive rebounds. And I thought Alex defensively was good. So, and there were others. We just got contributions from everybody. We've got to be that type of team where everybody brings it. We'll take a look in the last 15 minutes why we didn't have it, what we need to have. We want to play to our standard. The guys know that. That certainly starts with me and Hill, Nunn, those guys that were captains out there playing. We'll take a look at why we didn't do that as well as we'd like to. The guys are smart enough to know you got to be mature and you got to be consistent. Certainly in this league, we got away with playing about 25 excellent minutes today. The last 15, weren't up to our standards. Give Rutgers credit for continuing to play. I thought they were hard to guard there in the second half. Questions for the players?
Malcolm, did you know that half-court shot was going in when it left your hand?
I think every shot I shoot was going in. No, but I was surprised because I didn't even know it went in until everybody started going crazy. Because, I didn't really see it. I got hit to the ground.
You fell down.
Malcolm, saw you going through warm-ups. It looks like you were in a little bit of pain. Just what'd you have to go through out there tonight, and what was that hamstring? Was it barking at you?
Yeah, it was just really tight and sore. It was hurting me a lot. But, of course, I wasn't 100% going into the game. But the key with that is just whenever the ball tips, I just tell myself I'm 100% because that just makes me not think about it. That's why I was able to play with a lot of injury. A lot of my teammates said I was faking the whole day. But, it's just a mindset there.
Mav, can you talk about your confidence level right now? You've had a string of good games, and obviously you played really well against Rutgers twice. But, talk about your confidence right now.
I would say compared to where it's been, probably through the roof is probably the only way I could describe it. Feeling a lot better out there. I feel great.
Malcolm, obviously you guys won those 2 huge runs in the first half. What do you think happened? Coach Groce mentioned that last 15 minutes, Rutgers got a lot of easy baskets. Did you guys kind of relax with that 25-point lead, or what do you think happened out there?
We just allowed them to feel comfortable on offense. That's just basically, bottom line about it. In the first half we were up pressuring the ball, really active. Just think we kind of relaxed on defense.
I asked for both of you, just first 25 minutes offensively was really efficient. You got lots of easy looks. What do you think kind of led to that in those first 25?
Go ahead, man.
I would just say a lot of it was ball movement. A lot of it was, there was a period where we didn't do this, but in the first half we were running after stops a lot, and we were, striking quick in transition. That's what everyone would preferably do rather than, play against a half-court defense. Obviously a lot easier to score in transition. I think that's where a lot of that came from, was just moving the ball.
Yeah, because we got a lot of stops to start the game, and it's always hard to get your defense set when you're pushing the ball in transition. And even when they stopped our transition, we kept moving the ball really fast, kept them scrambled.
Do you take greater satisfaction in 10 rebounds or 22 points, or does it make any difference?
To be honest, I'm more happy about the rebounds than the points, because I wasn't really getting a lot of rebounds. That really wasn't what I was known for. My best friend, my high school teammate, he claimed all I did was score the ball, never rebound. So, I take pride in more rebounds. I wish I had a little more assists. Kind of sloppy with the ball. I had one turnover. There was a couple times there were dead balls, but it would have been a turnover if there wasn't a whistle. So, I'm trying to focus on my rebounds and assists.
Mav, I was a little surprised by your answer to Brad's question because he seemed like a thoroughly unflappable guy. So are you saying that you had moments of doubt earlier before your confidence went through the roof?
No, not at all. If that got taken the wrong way, I'm sorry. I was just saying from where it was, definitely it's improved a lot. You know, it was never in a place like wavering or anything, but since then I feel great. I feel just better. Yeah. My bad. Clarification.
Anything else for the players?
Malcolm, I wanted to ask you about DJ. It was around this time in the season where you started to figure out your freshman year. Do you see some similarities there and just kind of what you're seeing from DJ right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say the only thing that's probably different with us in our game, and to be honest, kind of reminded me of myself is, you know, he just can get better with his three-point shot. I feel like everything else is the same. I mean, he's a good creator. He's being aggressive, which we need him to be. You know, like, you know, I was really happy for him last game against Northwestern. He just keep improving. I've said this throughout the whole year. I see this all the time in practice. You know, just that he has to get that confidence in the game, which he's doing.
All right. We'll let them go. Thank you, guys.
All right, fellas. Questions?
John, did you know before the game for sure that Malcolm would go, or was that a kind of he's gonna have to?
Had a gut that he would, but didn't know for sure until probably maybe hour and a half.
John, you talked about we've seen individual improvement for a lot of guys just taking a leap. Do you feel like your team is close to doing that?
No question. Yeah, I do for sure. A lot of it's tied to that individual improvement, but they're starting to play the right way. They're connected a lot more. I see more vocal communication. People tend to communicate more when they like playing with each other and they're more connected. I'm seeing more of that. I'm seeing them, as crazy as this sounds, there was a study done years ago. I'm seeing them touch each other more, dap each other up, talk to each other, pat each other more. You know, we're much more connected right now than we were earlier. And then we got a lot of guys individually that are getting better. Our defense has been on an upward trend. We're still not perfect. We're not at that level we were with the one team, obviously, that held 4 straight Big Ten opponents under 50. But we're not there. But we're a lot better than we were, you know, a month ago, definitely 2 months ago, you know. So that's good. I think our rebounding's getting a little bit better. You know, we're getting better there. We're improving a lot. We're still a work in progress, but we've made a lot of strides, and that's pretty neat. You know, I'm glad today they got rewarded with the win, but you know, they probably played in terms of a 40-minute game. To be honest with you, probably better on Saturday. But the first 25 today were really good. So you know, we've had about 65 now, 60. You know, which is good. We got to figure out how we clean up the last 15. We got to be more mature. That really starts with our leadership on the floor, you know, in terms of the energy level, the focus being the same as it was the first 25, the communication, etc.
You had Maverick, he's been scoring the basketball, but tonight he had 4 blocked shots. Is that something you really need from him to be that rim protector?
Yeah, he's got to help us there for sure, obviously. Yeah, and other guys too in that area. That was the one thing in the first half I do think we could have been better at. We slapped guys in the what we call the box or around the rim. We got to be tougher around the rim. We'll take a look at that, but yeah, I mean obviously that helps tremendously. You know, he's kind of the third line of our defense a little bit once dribble penetration takes place, and I thought he was active today and saw some things and did a pretty good job.
Touch on a different topic real quick, but I don't know if you'd heard yesterday. You said that looking forward to getting an AD hired. Seems like Josh Whitman will be the guy coming up in the next day or two. And is that glad to hear that there's some movement there? And I mean, what do you think about Josh?
Obviously, like I said the other day, I'm excited, to meet whoever the committee, chancellor, president choose. I think it would be great for the athletic department, be great for us as well. to have when it comes to the athletic department, certainly, not referencing above that, but with the athletic department, a rudder on the athletic department ship, it should be good. I'm excited to move forward, at this point. And so it sounds like that's coming down the pike, and, we'll look forward to that.
I guess back to basketball, but what did you maybe see in the first half where the ball movement, moving without the ball, was so good?
We were connected. I mean, we moved the ball. We played with what I call a pure heart. Second half we started out a little bit the old Bill Rafferty. This guy's getting paid by the dribble is what it looked like a couple possessions there. Trying to kill some ants. Can't do that. We didn't do that the first 20 minutes, and I thought the ball moved and players moved and played inside out, and we were very unselfish and what I call playing the game the right way. You hear me reference a lot Doc Rivers' phrase, hero ball. I thought we did a little bit of that in the second half. First half, I didn't see any of that. I thought it was good. And I thought we had a lot of stints last Saturday night where we played the right way, too. We're starting to get some traction there.
I thought Finke on his one turnover looked like he didn't have the kind of confidence that we would expect from him. So I wonder what his health status is like.
Well, I think he's getting healthier, Rob. But if you're talking about the one across from the bench where he killed some ants, we over-dribbled. We had Khalid over-dribble on one. Obviously, those guys are good, good players. And Khalid had 8 assists, so I'm nitpicking there. He did a great job. And was good defensively too, but on a possession or two there in the second half, we over dribbled, trying to make something out of something that's not there. We have good enough players. We need to move the ball, get good player and ball movement. We'll be fine.
Coach, you've called Malcolm Hill the back here, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker multiple times this year. Now that he's at the point, does that ramp it up even more?
I just wanted to play the right way. Today he scored it. I think the question the other day, which was a good one, I think maybe Jeremy asked it yesterday at the press conference, top maybe, I don't know. But is it going to affect his scoring? Well, you saw that today. I mean, no. The other day they played different, and I thought they doubled him a lot and had bodies around him, and he had 8 assists and could have very easily had if we'd have shot it a little bit better. I thought watching the tape double-figure assist and double-figure rebounds. So, it just depends on how I just want to play the right way. Obviously, if you don't double or dig or provide some support on him, he's a tough cover. He's very talented. So, we'll just keep encouraging him to play the right way.
I mean, you had maybe fewer minutes with just Malcolm out there at the point. He played alongside Khalid a lot. Was that just over? Not
yeah, Khalid played well, played really well. I thought I just liked the look in his eye. Thought he earned the minutes that he played. And when he's out there, obviously he's playing point, and then you can play Malcolm at 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, wherever you need to put him. And he doesn't. He just plays. So, but. Khalid did a great job. I thought he was really good in the 30 minutes that he played at both ends.
So I guess just to kind of clarify, early, was it any concern about Malcolm's hamstring just to have Khalid out there as well?
No. Khalid played really well. We hope he continues to play that way. One more, Derek, and then Rob's got a clarification like he did for Mav. So we'll get to Rob here. Rob gets a bonus question, DB.
Talent has never been a question for DJ. Some in the past have been consistent effort, aggressiveness. What kind of buttons have you been able to push to get that out of him recently?
It's a great question, Derek. I'd like to tell you I'm a mad scientist and all that, but the reality of it is that I think sometimes when you're a freshman, a lot like Hill and Nunn had to do, you got to hit rock bottom. And obviously, he's very talented. We all know that. He's an unbelievable kid. But getting DMPs, he probably didn't like that a whole lot. Didn't enjoy that. And so the alternative to that is buy in, play the right way, play with motor, play with effort, play with energy. And, it reminds me a little bit. I think I may have referenced this before. I watched when did we watch Hoosiers, Alley? The movie a while back. But Gene Hackman has a line in the movie where he says, someone asked him about a certain player, and he says, I got to break him down, and then we'll build him back up. And that's kind of what's happened with DJ. And now he's had just day after day of consistent energy and motor, and he just playing the right way. And it's fun to watch him right now. He's not perfect. He had a couple turnovers the other day and missed a layup at North, and I think he can make some of those plays, but his effort and energy level is so good for our team. It's contagious. He's communicating. He's making plays at both ends. He's a two-way player right now. So valuable. I'm very, very excited for him and about him. Rob, the bonus question.
Just where would you rate Finke health-wise, 80%, 70%?
Maybe even better, Rob. Yeah, I think he's, him and Nunn both after the Wisconsin injuries, I think they've gotten a lot better. They're getting closer. I thought Nunn had great pop in practice. They had a lot of energy today. Finke's getting closer. I'd say 90 plus. I think they're really getting closer. This 4 days will help us a little bit with a day off tomorrow to help Malcolm get close to full strength, we hope, by the time we get to the Wisconsin game this weekend.